Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. We are here to represent about presentation, and our topic is maintaining proper lookout, sight, hearing, and navigational tools. First of all, we like to introduce ourselves. I am Midshipman Sudosta, together with
I'm Midshipman Saniko.
Midshipman Saladar.
I'm Midshipman Sembran.
Okay, so first of all, we like to begin at the introduction first. The safety of maritime navigation relies heavily on maintaining a proper lookout at all times. This is an essential requirement outlined under Rule 5 of the colregs, International Regulations for Preventing Collisions at Sea. Mariners must use all available senses and equipment, primarily sight, hearing, and navigational tools, to detect and avoid potential dangers. This ensures the prevention of collisions, protection of life and property, and environmental safety. I am going to discuss about the proper lookout according to Rule 5 first. Rule 5 states, every vessel shall at all times maintain a proper lookout by sight, hearing, and all available means appropriate in the prevailing circumstances and conditions so as to make a full appraisal of the situation and of the risk of collision. This rule applies to all vessels, regardless of the size, type, or operation area. Open sea, coastal waters, harbors, and rivers. This slide explains the importance of maintaining a proper lookout, as outlined in Rule 5 of Maritime Regulations. It states that every vessel at all times must use sight, hearing, and any available means to assess the situation around them. The goal is to avoid collisions by being fully aware of the conditions and potential dangers. This rule is universal, meaning it applies to all types of vessels, big or small, no matter where they operate, whether in open seas, coastal waters, harbors, or rivers. It's a critical guideline to ensure safe navigation and protect lives and property at sea. Okay, so we are going to proceed to the three main components of a proper lookout. So one of the main components of a proper lookout is sight or visual lookout. This is primary method used by the mariners on the bridge. Officers on watch, OOW, must constantly scan the horizon, water surface, and sky. Visual lookout is critical during clear weather, daylight, and night navigation. Lookouts must recognize navigation lights, day shapes, flag signals, floating objects, and weather formations. So, the slide explains one of the three main components of a proper lookout: sight, visual lookout. It highlights that sight is the primary method used by mariners, especially officers on watch, or OOW, who must constantly observe the horizon, water, surface, and sky. A visual lookout is crucial in both clear and poor weather conditions during the day and at night. Lookouts are responsible for identifying navigation lights, day shapes, flag signals, floating hazards, and weather patterns. Maintaining vigilance through visual observation helps ensure safe navigation, avoiding collisions, and identifying potential dangers at sea early on. We're going to continue to discuss about this sight or visual lookout. So, the first topic about the three main types and components of proper lookout is the sight, and we discuss about the first one, which means sight or visual lookout. So this is the second one, B, night lookout. Special attention to navigation lights, bioluminescence from wakes, and other vessel silhouettes. C, bridge wings lookout. observing from both port and starboard sides of the vessel. This slide continues explaining the importance of a visual lookout on a vessel. At night, crew members must focus on identifying navigation lights, bioluminescent trails left by wakes, and the silhouettes of other ships. This indicator helps detect nearby vessels or hazards that might not be visible during nighttime conditions. The slide also mentions the bridge wings lookout, where a crew member observes both the port, left side, and starboard side, the right side, sides of the vessel from the bridge wings. This wider perspective ensures nothing is missed, especially when navigating through narrow or busy waters, helping to maintain situational awareness and avoid collisions. So we're going to proceed next at the hearing or auditory lookout. This is essential during poor visibility situation. Example, fog, rain, or night. Recognize sound signals such as foghorns, whistles, bells, or gongs. Listening for mechanical sounds. Example, nearby engine noise. Hearing is valuable when visibility is restricted or when inside channels in near coastal areas. So, this slide explains that hearing plays a critical role in a proper lookout, especially when visibility is poor due to fogs, heavy rains, or nighttime conditions. Mariners must rely on their ability to identify sounds, signals like foghorns, bells, whistles, or gongs, which warn of other vessels or hazard nearby. It's also important to listen for mechanical sounds, such as engines, which may indicate a vessel's presence, even if it can't be seen. In tight or busy areas like channels and coastal regions, where visibility can be limited, auditory lookout becomes invaluable for maintaining safety and avoiding collisions when visual cues are insufficient.
These are navigational tools. The first one is radar, detect vessels, land masses, and navigational hazard even in poor visibility. Measure range and bearing of detected target. Use MARPA or Mini Automatic Radar Plotting Aid to track target automatically. The second one is AIS or Automatic Identification System. Provides information such as the vessel's name, position, course, speed, and destination. Help in collisions, avoidance, and traffic monitoring. The third one is GPS and ECDIS or Electronic Chart Display and Information System. Provides real-time positioning, helps identify nearby navigational hazard, gives an electronic chart overlay for safe navigation. The fourth one is PHF, radio communication. Communicate with other vessels for traffic management. Contact vessels, traffic service, or BTS in congested areas. These are examples other navigational tools. The first one is echo sounder for deep monitoring. The second one's binoculars for enhanced sighting. The third one is automatic radar plotting aid or ARPA for collision risk assessment.
So, about this slide, this explains navigational tools are essential for mariners to safely operate vessels and avoid hazards. Radar is used to detect ships, land, and other obstacles even in low visibility. It can measure distance and direction, and with MARPA, it automatically tracks targets. The AIS system gives real-time details about nearby vessels, such as their speed, course, and destination, helping to prevent collisions. GPS and ECDIS provide accurate positioning and overlay electronic charts for safer navigation. VHS radios allows crews to communicate with nearby ships or vessels traffic services, or VTS, to manage traffic, especially in busy or narrow areas. These tools enhance situational awareness.
Responsibilities of the lookout. The first one, report of sighting immediately to the officer on watch, or OOW. The second one, keep continuous and uninterrupted focus on surroundings. The third one is use equipment like binoculars and radars properly. The fourth one is be familiar with sound signals, recognition, and interpretation.
So here is the explanation about these responsibilities of the lookout. A lookout must report all sightings to the officer on watch, stay fully focused on their surroundings, and properly use tools like binoculars and radar. They must also be skilled in recognizing and interpreting sounds, signals to ensure safe navigation and help prevent accidents or collisions. So, about these factors affecting proper lookout. Weather conditions, rain, fog, and storms reduce visibility. Sea state. High waves can block the line of sight. Lightning conditions. Navigation at night or in poorly lit areas increases reliance on radar and AIS. Fatigue. Lookouts must be well rested to remain alert. Vessel type and speed. Larger or faster vessels require earlier detection and reaction. So the explanation about these factors affecting proper lookout. Several factors impact proper lookout. Bad weather, high waves, and poor lighting reduce visibility, making hazards harder to spot. Fatigue lower alertness, while vessels type and speed requires quick reactions. Larger or faster vessels need earlier hazard detection to avoid collisions and ensure safe navigation in challenging conditions.
Midshipman Saladar. Bridge Resource Management or BRM in lookout duties. Effective communication between the lookout and bridge team. Regularly verify radar and AIS targets with visual observations. Apply proper decision making to avoid risk.
So, about the slide, I'm going to explain you about this Bridge Resource Management or BRM in lookout duties. Bridge Resource Management or BRM ensures smooth teamwork between the lookout and the bridge crew. Lookouts must communicate clearly, verify radar and AIS data through visual checks, and support decision-making on board. This coordination helps identify risks early and promotes safer navigations, especially in challenging or high-traffic situations.
Case study. Exxon Valdez. The collision between Exxon Valdez and Bly Reef 1989 due to improper lookout and failure to detect navigation hazards. Case study. Costa Concordia. The Costa Concordia grounding 2012 due to lack of proper situational awareness and failure to detect underwater hazards.
So, here is the conclusion. A proper lookout is a combination of a human vigilance and technological assistance. By using sight, hearing, and navigational tools effectively, mariners can ensure vessels' safety and comply with the Rule 5 of colregs. Integrating modern tools with traditional seamanship practices reduce the risk of collisions and maritime incidents.
So we're going to the recommendation. It is recommended that vessels enforce strict lockout schedules. Bridge crew undergo regular training on the use of navigational equipment. Lookouts should be rotated frequently to prevent fatigue. The bridge team should implement bridge research management, or BRM, principles to enhance situational awareness. We're going to the reference. International Maritime Organization, or IMO, colregs 1972. IMO Model Course 1.22, Bridge Research Management. Danton G. 2009, The Theory and Practice of Seamanship, Routledge. United States Coast Guards, or USCG, Navigation Rules Handbook.
Thank you all for your time and attention throughout this presentation. I hope you now have a clearer understanding of the importance of maintaining a proper lookout, using navigational tools effectively, and applying strong teamwork through bridge resources management. Your focus and participation are greatly appreciated. Stay safe and vigilant on the waters. And always remember, good lookout practices are the key to preventing accidents and ensuring safe navigation. Thank you once again and have a great day.